Good Saturday morning, Looney Tunes Critic fans of the Looney Tunes Critic. I gotta stop doing that. Listen, folks, I gotta be honest with you, okay? Only reason I know about this cartoon is because of one of my favorite movies, Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. And you wouldn't think that this cartoon is in Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, and you would be wrong, because it is. It's the only thing they use from it is audio. There's a montage in the opening credit sequence that does a really good job of kind of establishing the story points for the continuity of the movie, that shows Daffy in all sorts of different jobs and whatnot. And I'm sorry. You know, he's good doing different, you know, door to door. He sells DeLoreans at one point. And so at one point when he's doing door to door salesman work, they reanimate him, you know, to make him look like he does, because in the opening credit sequence. But the actual audio of him going door to door is when he actually first knocks on the door here. And this character, whatever this character's name, Slug McSlug. When Slug McSlug answers the door, that's what we get. I always love that gag. It's like the cops are gonna come out. They're gonna see that there's a waterfall, and they're gonna go, oh well, no, this is just a boarded up house with a waterfall. We can go home. Oh look, there's signs. We don't have to stay here. Everything's fine, honey. But yeah, this is I love this gag. This is a good reveal where they just dropping off Daffy. But yeah, this is the I think this is J.C. Melendez. This is Bill Melendez animation. Yep, he did work on this. It's the closest Warner Brothers Animation ever looks to Rod Scribner that isn't Rod Scribner, and that makes sense because Bill.
Appliance and Appurtenance Company Incorporated, with a complete line of household appliances and it's a lady of the house, then.
No! That's the guy screamed and slammed the door. But yeah, that's what they used, and they reanimated it for Quackbusters. But yeah, as I was saying, Bill Melendez, you know, he was Rod Scribner's assistant for many years. So this is probably Bill too. This movement. Any just love of movement. I mean, this is one of those rare Arthur Davis directed cartoons, and he used a story team of Lloyd Turner and Bill Scott a lot. I'm interested in learning more about the animator Don Williams, though, because he seemed to do a lot of animation for these cartoons, these Arthur Davis cartoons. And there's like a weird dead-eyed look that Daffy sometimes gets, and I think is him. I first noticed it in earlier in the year, a cartoon I was requested to do a commentary for called What Makes Daffy Duck. Yeah, this is the animation right here. Look at this. Look at Daffy's eyes, and he's just kind of like wiry and dead-eyed, and I don't know why. It's fun stuff, but it's weird too. Like this is the same animator. That's the same guy. Is that Don Williams? Somebody help me. Somebody help me out with this. But there's also another interesting thing to note. I've noticed at least twice, this cartoon being the second example. Arthur Davis likes the combination of a long sleeve red shirt with blue pants on a character. I've noticed that in a couple of his cartoons. The most recent one was crap. Brain. Come on, brain. It's a Porky Pig cartoon. Anyway, I love that. He starts shaking it as if that's going to make the bullets come out. That's weird. I just, like I said, it's super available. It's on Laserdisc, VHS. There's VHS actually called Superior Duck was the first to put it out. It was that Chuck Jones one, and they put it on there. It's on the Golden Collection, Volume 5. It's on the Platinum Collection, the Blu-ray. This is the Blu-ray version. And there was, do you guys remember the VHS? There was a VHS in the 80s called, it was a series called the Looney Tunes, the Collector's Edition. And this one was on a thing called, it was about Mel Blanc, I think. It was called The Vocal Genius. Which I don't know. Not saying he wasn't a genius, but this cartoon doesn't necessarily exemplify what made Mel a genius. Like, I don't know. Who knows? I think this gag was probably censored. Well, do you guys remember on Fox there was Merry Melody starring Bugs Bunny and Friends? The gag where he points the gun at Daffy's stomach and he polishes it, earlier we saw that. That was cut. And also, yeah, that was cut. The flicking of the gas. They edited it on the WB, which I think we all can agree is silly. All right, see you next week, everybody.